Hi everyone and welcome to the very first Begrepen Quest. Our quest today starts in the early 1990s when I was still a kid. Now there was this really cheesy commercial on TV. This one.
Deep inside another dimension, face battling barbarians and evil magic on a quest for adventure in a maze of monsters. This is HeroQuest, the fantasy adventure game where winning means mastering the arts of combat.
I'll use my broadsword
And magic.
Fire of wrath.
Discover traps and enemies. Uncover secret doors. Once you get into it, you'll never be the same. HeroQuest.
Of course, we didn't think it was cheesy at all. It looked awesome. A game with epic violence, fantasy characters, dungeons and monsters, and the coolest box you had ever seen. Every kid my age wanted to own a copy of HeroQuest. So today, I'm trying to recapture some of that childish enthusiasm. So join me on the quest for HeroQuest. After pushing our parents to the edge of madness with all our whining and sobbing, the lucky ones eventually got what they wanted. They got a copy of HeroQuest. However, this game was not as simple as your average board game. So after drooling over all the miniatures, reading and rereading the epic backstory, and eventually trying to play it for a couple of times, we quickly gave up on it. The game ended on our pile of shame.
And some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. History became legend. Legend became myth. Until, when chance came, it ensnared a new bearer.
Meaning that about 30 years later, when browsing the web, I came across this ad for a new HeroQuest.
Zargon has returned. Your quest is to put an end to Zargon's reign of evil once and for all. The quest is calling.
I suddenly remembered my copy of the original version, collecting dust somewhere, and went on a quest to find it. After all, 30 years older and wiser, maybe I could make some sense of the rules by now. After studying the rulebook and the quest book, I decided I would give the game a try with my own children, with myself being the dungeon master of the game. I could help them make sense of the rules and guide them through the experience. However, I discovered that time had not been kind to my HeroQuest. Some miniatures had been painted, to various standards, some were broken, and a lot were just lost. So, what to do? Abandon the quest? So I went to this website desktophero3d.com, where you can design your own hero and download them as an STL file. For those of you who don't know, an STL file is a 3D model you can print using a 3D printer. So I started messing around, creating something resembling the barbarian from HeroQuest. However, I was not pleased with the result. It looked nothing like the Conan the Barbarian character from the original game. It was way too smooth. Moreover, the website did not offer dwarves, orcs, goblins, mummies, etc. So this kind of looked like a dead end. Okay, next stop, thingiverse.com. I searched for HeroQuest and I quickly found STL files of the original HeroQuest models. I downloaded them and I went on to editing them very slightly with Mesh Mixer and MeshLab applications. Now, I'm not a 3D designer, so these were just free apps that I learned to use a bit, just to make minor adjustments. So what was the most important adjustment that I did? I put them all on regular square Warhammer Fantasy Battle bases. This way, later on, I could also use other miniatures from Warhammer in future HeroQuest games. Then I got to printing, using an Ender 3 PLA printer. I picked bright white PLA for the heroes, grey for all the Chaos models, and green for all the other enemies, just because these three colors were lying around and I didn't feel like buying specifically new colors just for a test. So after a lot of tries and a lot of epic failures, I got the miniatures kind of right. Mind you, they're not up to par with the plastic miniatures of the original edition, but they would do. Alright, so a few months after rediscovering HeroQuest, printing the miniatures and so on, we've been playing a couple of games and it's been a great experience so far. My kids absolutely love doing the quests. My wife doesn't mind joining in and assisting them. As an adult, the rules that were way too intricate for me as a kid are much more understandable. So my role as the Dungeon Master is to guide everyone through the experience. And I've really eased into the role of not just guiding the game, but also doing lots of the storytelling, which I think is really fun. So, as I said, I've been playing this with my wife and kids. They really love the cooperative element. So they've developed strategies to deal with different kinds of enemies. And well, they're quite good at it and they really like it. But as I said, we're more than halfway through the quest book. So question is, what to do next? What's next after this quest? So all suggestions are welcome in the comments. Are there other games that we should explore? Games from a long time ago, new games, roleplay, miniatures? Just let me know in the comments what you think and what me and my family should explore next. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit your belly button, all types of buttons. If you didn't like the video, thanks for watching anyway. So I'll be back with a new quest, hopefully really soon. See you later.